In this video, we're going to be going on one of the biggest cruise ships in the world, eating the most exquisite food at sea, partying it up late at night, and working out at sea and playing basketball and hooping on Royal Caribbean's newer ships, the Wonder of the Seas. But right now, we don't even know what time to get on this cruise ship. Hopefully we can figure out what time we're supposed to show up at the port of Miami. And cruising here with me, we've got a bunch of light-skinned freeloaders. All right, here's my sister right here.
Hello, everyone. I'm Bree.
You ready to be famous on the internet?
Sure.
Yo, how much money you pay to go on this cruise?
$300?
$300? These people ain't pay nothing. They didn't pay nothing to come on this cruise. They ain't spend no money. This girl ain't swiped a debit card in her whole life. Is she talking about my nose is running? Because I'm sick of paying for y'all to travel nonstop. So I was able to book this hotel. We're at the Holiday Inn, Miami West. This was the cheapest hotel that didn't look dangerous. It is noon. I'm pretty sure some people are already at the cruise terminal. People that got plans. People that are organized. Meanwhile, you got this person here and this person here. We supposed to be getting on the boat right now, and we out having breakfast. Right, so my mom has been waiting forever to go on a cruise. What time are we supposed to be on this cruise?
You were supposed to check in early.
Women always blaming the men, even your own mother. Okay, it's 12:45, and we are still at this restaurant. My sister is doing random side quest. I think she went sightseeing at Publix because she's never been in Publix before. And people are already on the cruise ship. We are like probably, I don't know how far. We might be like 40 minutes from the cruise terminal, but I guess we'll see the ship at some point today. Okay, so we got 3 people on this cruise. We got 2 cabins. Nobody here has been on a cruise before, so we got no idea what to do. And Royal Caribbean, they did not make it easy telling us what time to show up at this boat. They didn't tell us what the costumes or the outfits were for the theme nights. They didn't tell us about the clothes until like the last day before I saw like a little post or something that said like the toga party, the white party, and the 70s and 80s, 90s night are like on these days. But yo, it's a lot of information and it's not too obvious on what to do. All this money I paid and then how much I paid was not that much. I think my room was $650 for the room with the fake window, and then for the balcony suite, it was like a little bit over $1,000 for 2 people. Yo, it's like 2 o'clock. We just now getting in the Uber to leave this place. People are already on the cruise ship, and we still here. It's 2 o'clock in the afternoon. We probably gonna be like one of the last 100 few people to get on the boat, unless people just running late for no reason whatsoever. So we're gonna go ahead and get to the terminal and see how to check in. We really should have I should have watched the video on how to get on the cruise ship. All I had to do was pay. I just booked the cabins and I did not look at nothing else. All right, we in downtown Miami. Downtown Miami, we must be getting close to the cruise port. But what are those? Okay, we finally here to check in. And when y'all ride over to the terminal, make sure y'all know some Spanish, because we had about 5 Uber drivers in a row that couldn't speak no English. Luckily, I speak a tiny portion of Spanish, so I could talk a little bit. Hey, looky there, what's that? That thing is huge. Take the escalator.
Take the escalator?
Yeah. Hey, yo, we don't be in the gym for no reason. People always trying to do stuff the easy way. Yo, the boat is so tall, we can't even see the top of the boat from where we at checking in. Pretty sure it's a few more decks up on top of there that you can't even see. Yeah, so none of my family members checked in, so we had to come on over here on this other line and do some extra waiting. Yeah, so none of us had a boarding pass. And my mom and sister didn't even bother checking in for the cruise. They had to go over here and check in and get their boarding pass, which didn't take that much longer. It probably took like an extra 10 minutes to get that stuff. Okay, my mom, she been waiting for decades to go on a cruise, and now we finally here. Okay, you excited?
Yes, I am.
Okay, that's it. You've been waiting all this time to get on this cruise ship, and that's all you got to say?
I'm so excited.
It's hot
We are like inches away from getting on the boat. My sister been holding us up all day. She been holding us up for like 3-4 hours to get in this boat, and we like 10 feet away from getting on the boat, and she had to run to the bathroom and hold us up again. Got me held up with that raggedy breakfast this morning, and now she holding us up one last time before we can get on this boat. But we are about to go off and set sail. Going good. Okay, we finally on the boat. I can see the bar is lifting. Okay, I paid for this room, so I'm walking in first. Okay, so we got an ocean view balcony cabinet here. This is the cheapest balcony room I could find. So for scale, my sister is here in the living portion. She's quite large, so to give you. Okay, I didn't even know this was in here. They put Conair. That's the cheapest hair dryer they make. A mini, yo, I've watched so many Royal Caribbean videos. I had no idea there was a mini fridge. I had no idea there was a mini fridge on these boats. They're USB. Why they got USB on here? The USB is out of date. I wanted to see if the sofa was a pull-out sofa, but it's not. The cruise terminal itself is pretty big, but it was not too crowded when we got here. Look at this. Yeah, my mom been asking for a balcony on a cruise forever, and now she got one, and she complaining already, talking about, ooh, it's hot out there. It's hot outside. The sun's hot on my light skin. And then my sister, she already gave up this whole vacation. She was like, it's too much going on. Okay, I'm walking to my cabin right now. This hallway is very long. They said this ship was as long as 3 football fields. And it might be. Made it to my room, not too hard to find. Although mine is like in the middle of the ship and not off to the sides like almost all the other rooms are. Yeah, go ahead. Keys are at the door for when I get there. Okay, so my cabin is like right behind Central Park. So, and honestly, my room is not a balcony, no windows, which is cool for me because I went to my mom's room. They got a balcony. Their place was hot. It was hot in there. You know, first thing I want to do now that we're here in the middle of the ship, I need to find the basketball court. Been wanting to throw down some dunks, get some dunks on tape. I gotta just figure out how to get to like the top floor now. Okay, I've been outside for like 30 seconds. I think, yo, this cruising probably ain't for me. This ship is like just flooded with people. Look, people everywhere. Good luck trying to find a spot to sit down or even find a spot to even breathe at. Look at this, even the basketball court is not safe. Every single place you look around, there's like 100 people everywhere. I think I saw 100 people in the hot tub, 100 people in the pool. Yeah, we not gonna be eating here. I think this place was fully booked. My sister walked out of the cabin and walked around the ship for like 2 minutes. She went back to the room and was like, this is overwhelming. She was like, it's too many people. Okay, it's just beyond packed on this ship right now. I wonder, was it this packed on the Titanic when it went down in the ocean? It might have been. Yo, I just pray there's no music playing back here. Just one spot where there's no music. Look, it's chairs back here. Okay, so I have managed to find the only quiet spot on this entire cruise ship, so I can sit here and actually do some talking. Yeah, it is super crowded here. I'm like dying of thirst. I think just to even find water or something to drink is probably gonna take me probably like 20 minutes at the minimum. Although I did get this burrito. There was some guy walking around with like a basket of burritos. So I did get this at the Loco Fresh place. People were there grabbing food, but it was just so crowded. It was at least probably like a 30-minute wait just to make a taco. We got like 15 minutes until we have the sail away party, so I'm gonna go out there and do some dancing. If there's some room on the dance floor, if it's not, we're gonna make some room. And speaking of people, I just see some freeloaders back there in the background. Yeah, you recognize them people back over there? You recognize those light-skinned faces in the background? Hey, Ma! Ma! My mom said the boat's crazy. I've been on this boat for like 10 minutes. I'm already ready to leave. And also, this solarium, they said it was air conditioning in here. That is very generous. Yeah, it is hot in here. That's generous phrasing.
We had the heat up. Like, I thought this was supposed to be a hot tropical area.
Yeah, it's like, in the solarium, it's like a sauna inside of here. I normally don't sweat. When I walked in here, I started sweating. We are splitting a burrito because getting any other food is too much work on this shipwreck. It's gonna be like a 30 plus minute wait to get any other food. I think all I saw was Local Fresh, and they said they walked past the pizza place that had like the longest line of any place here in the whole ship. So yo, that Celebrate party finna get started in about 3 minutes. We're gonna go ahead and check that out. I need to find my mom. I keep losing her. I think I'm gonna try to give him a call or something. I have lost my mom and my sister. I found you can dance in the pool. Hopefully I can even hear what I'm saying, because this music is out and they got this music blasting on this boat. Okay, so we are on the Wonder of the Seas at Royal Caribbean to see if I can still dunk basketball or not. So let's go ahead and throw down some dunks and hit some flips. After hooping, playing some basketball, and dancing, my back was already getting tight on me, so I went to the gym and did some yoga stretches, go ahead and try to alleviate my back, because we got plenty of partying and plenty of shows and lots of walking to do. So I wanted to make sure my back can survive another 2 days. You know, this cruise is only 3 nights. I thought it was going to be a little bit short, but I'm feeling tired already, so. When we first got on the boat, it was super crowded, but the crowds have magically dispersed after the Celebrate party. And then I still have no idea, like, when and where to eat at. Okay, we just walked into the Windjammer. There's actually so much food, I can't even decide what to eat. Okay, so I finally asked somebody that works on the boat where I can eat at, and they said to come to the Windjammer and get some buffet food from over here, which some of the food looked questionable, like nobody was touching that fried chicken, and I don't blame them, but we got some very basic selections here. I got a burger, crab cake, mashed potato. Hey man, y'all, I've been here at this restaurant eating for like 20 minutes. My motivation to move is so low. We got that show intense in 30 minutes. I don't feel like going nowhere. I just want a hot shower and a nap. I must be getting old. I was planning on going to them late night parties tonight. I don't know if I'm gonna make it. Yo, it's my first time even walking through this part of the boat. There's so much stuff on here. I probably could have not even came down there until the second day. So we got the intense show at 8 o'clock. My mom and my sister are supposed to supposedly be there already. We're gonna find out when we get there. I have my doubts. I'm skeptical. It's like the ship just keeps going. It keeps going. There's no end. Shopping mall, water park, amusement park, theater venues. Okay, looks like I'm the first person from my party here at the water show. My mom and my sister, they back there, back behind me and stuff. The reservations, they'll let you come in before the regular guests, but that's only if you show up early. So if you guys are late, they're gonna let the regular people that did not make reservations come in before you. So be ready. Although I haven't seen a good show in a while. Last time I saw some good shows was at Universal Studios, at Epic Universe, and over at Universal Studios Orlando. So hopefully be excited to see some high quality productions going on
Good evening and welcome to this evening's performance. Before we begin, we'd like to share a few important reminders to ensure safe. Please set all phones and electronic devices to silent and keep aisles clear at all times.
Hey, Mom, what do you think is going to happen?
I'm anticipating intenseness.
Hey, well, she says she thinks it's going to be intense. I went to the buffet earlier, like an hour ago.
Where's the buffet?
Yeah, by the pool. By the astronaut guy. He was basically looking at the buffet. I had some crab cakes, I had mashed potatoes, some pulled pork. It was like average. Yeah, I really thought the pool was going to be way bigger. This is a very small pool for them to be doing stunts inside of. If you've been to Water Rail to Universal Studios LA, that pool is like 100 times, probably more than 100 times bigger than this. How is it that me and you both went to a buffet and ate, and Brown is just sitting around starving, just wasting away? Probably. Okay, so we just got done watching Intense, the water show. The show was about an hour long. I think they started like 10 minutes after 8 o'clock. And the choreography was really good. I think there was like a few songs that were slow and not as exciting. Interpretive dance, I'm looking at you, but pretty much 55 out of that hour performance was really good. I felt tired just watching the performers because they were really putting a lot of energy behind the performance. And it was not the same thing the entire show, but they had different stuff. Acrobats, people diving, people dancing, swimming, gymnastics. I don't know what it's called, but they stick their leg out the water and swim upside down. But yeah, they kept changing it up throughout the whole show, and it was really good. Happy we came and watched it. It was better than I thought it was going to be. Even had a lot of really good song choices. I thought the music for the show was better than the Celebrate Party. My mom wants to go see a Earth, Wind, and Fire show, whatever that means. Guess we're gonna find out when we get there. The stage has got some good technology, like this technology with the stage, with the platform raising up and down, with the water effects. I even recognized some equipment that I've used, like in the film industry, for different shoots and stuff, and it was all very, very impressive. The stuff that they pulled off with this rather, I guess, smallest stage back here. The stage is not the biggest, but they definitely made it exciting with the space that they had.
I would have stayed longer, but
Yeah, my mom abandoned us and got dinner by herself. Why'd you go eat at the main hall by yourself for dinner?
because you were late meeting me someplace. We were supposed to eat dinner together before the show.
Y'all see that now? It's my fault. that she left, abandoned us, and I got dinner alone. Always my fault, apparently. And then my sister, she been missing meals. You can't tell by looking at her. She's missed a few meals today, so she says. Yo, they got some benches here, but like one thing I wish they had more of is like more places to sit down. My like back is like hurting from just like being on my feet for so long today, mainly from playing basketball. Playing basketball was a mistake. All those dunks, filming those dunks in the basketball court, I knew my back was gonna be in pain for at least the next 4 or 5 days. I'm getting old. I still got that muscle memory to like stick my elbow in the rim, but my like spine is aging rapidly. Yo, they got a whole candy shop out here. I had no idea. How many other stores are like on this ship that I had no idea were even on here? I only thought they had restaurants on here. They got a whole candy shop. Do not let your kids see this place. If you're trying to save some money, them kids will come in here and they will bust a check. They will bust a check. They will keep your kids, keep your wife out of here. They will bust about $30, $40 in here. So, Brianna, did you and your big back enjoy the show? I'm pretty sure the people behind us couldn't see nothing.
I had a fantastic time. 10 out of 10 rating. They ate that up. It was very impressive, very energetic, very intense. Hence the name of the show. It felt like Cirque du Soleil on water. I think they did a phenomenal job. So, yeah, if y'all come on Royal Caribbean, y'all should check it out because they ate it up. 10 out of 10. We'll recommend to a friend. But yeah, phenomenal. Felt like I was in Las Vegas.
I think that's the first time I've ever seen an interpretive dance degree come in handy for something. I don't know if people are making a bunch of money with them dance degrees, but...
Through Seas Orchestra and High Seas Horns, we're inviting you, by the way, in the world of instrumental music, alright? Because we are basically a stage band for the main theater. It happened this cruise, we don't perform in the theater, but we are here instead, and it's a great thing. Enjoy, but whatever way you choose to enjoy, maybe just sitting there and tap your feet right there.